I'm from New Orleans, take a walk through my city, see how we off the hook. We use slangs like what's happening here, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another episode of Unkut Feelnz. Now listen, tonight's episode, extremely special, extremely monumental, is to show a few different things. One is to show the culture of the city. Another thing is to show how we can come together as the city, right? So one of the biggest rivalries, not only Uptown, but New Orleans has ever seen. We have them both in here tonight, and they've since made amends with each other, so we don't have to worry about nothing else. But we got two of the heaviest hitters you've ever heard, ever. And they're gonna be in here tonight, and they're gonna have some conversation tonight. So the first person we want to introduce in the building, give it up for Rippa, aka Skip Out the Mouth. Y'all give it a hand.
All right.
And of course, we got right here. You done seen his face a numerous amount of times. He is a fixture in the barbershop. He complained about his first cut, but we won him over. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for Terrence, Gansta. Give it up for him. Now, I'm going to start tonight. I'm not going to be here long. I just wanted to do that introduction because I wanted to make sure that we have somebody to make this interview really, really, really special. And we know how controversial this is.
Right.
We understand.
Right.
The only way to make this a real good, and we need someone who is known for standing on business, just like y'all are.
Right.
We need someone who's known for saying and doing what they mean, just like y'all are.
Right.
So it was only right we get one of the most controversial figures in New Orleans history.
Right.
And I'm going to get the fuck up out this seat, and I'm going to let him come sit down and do the talking. Give it up for the one, the only, Mr. Byron motherfucking Cole.
Yes, sir. All right, gentlemen, how y'all doing this evening?
All right. I'm doing
blessed. Doing good. All right. I want to start right here. Beef. That's a serious word, especially when we talking about the time period, right? We know New Orleans was the murder capital of the world. So, we say beef. My first question is, behind what? So, if you don't mind, I'm going to let this gentleman answer first, Rippa, and see what his perspective was. And I'm going to ask you, please don't cut him off, because you already said kinda and all that. I don't know if you were serious. So we will have a real calm conversation. Feel me? And let every man say what he got to say. And I'm going to moderate it. All right? Gotcha. So this man get to speak first. What I won't put it to you a certain way, big brother. What went on in your life where this man was such a situation where you felt like you had to go with beef behind something with him? Break it down to us.
The Mouth and the Magnolia had a few differences before our difference started. Before we, got into our beef or whatever. They had different little scenarios and situations where the Mouth and the Magnolia were bumping heads a few times already.
Okay, so would it be fair to say that it was inherited and that it was cyclical?
No.
In terms of sociology?
I don't think so. Because those instances were for different reasons.
Okay.
And so was ours.
Okay.
As you know, the Hot Boys wasn't just a rap group. It was a group of guys that Hunter got in the Magnolia Project. So, I mean, they started coming in the Mouth and doing their thing and messing with the females back there. And then a few of the guys at the Mouth started going in the Magnolia and hanging back there. So,
give me a year on that, when it first, the beginning of that, what you're describing now.
This was like 95.
95, okay.
95. When the Magnolia was coming in the Mouth, messing with our girls and relatives and females and whatnot, and then the Mouth started going in the Magnolia, messing with theirs. I mean, a lot of these young ladies used to come back there in the Mouth on pedal bikes. Or they'll walk back there in groups, in packs. You would have a group of girls from the Mouth sometimes going to Magnolia, mess with those dudes. But this in particular time frame, all those used to migrate to the same clubs.
Okay.
In that area, whether it was Club Detour, Big Man's, Newton's, it was different clubs that we would migrate together sometimes, and we would bump heads sometimes during that time.
And what we used to come uptown to?
The Detour?
No. Yeah, that too, but one you
Simmons.
didn't name.
Big Man.
It's closed now. Right there on
Streamline.
on Taladana.
Ghost Town. On Taladana.
Oh wait, I mean
Louisiana,
yeah.
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro's a big
Big
man.
Balls.
Before you get to Kilimanjaro, on the left side.
Sandpiper.
Yeah.
Sandpiper.
Yeah.
All right,
We used
yeah.
to come uptown to the Sandpiper
Yeah.
Pipe and be outside till
Right.
like 4, 5 in the morning.
Morning. That's when it shut down.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll stay up open at like 6:30, 7 sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on if the people started buying drinks, they're gonna keep the bar open. This in particular time, the hot boys were, doing their thing. They part of the reason why the murder rate was so high. You know what I'm saying? Because they were cutting up. You know what I'm saying? And me being one of the dudes from my project going back there and mess with their females and doing everything back there, I was actually robbed by his best friend. So his best friend robbed me in the Magnolia.
Jack.
And when he robbed me, I tried to take the gun from him. That pissed him off. He slapped me in the head with the pistol and told me, get from back here. So he shot in the air and I ran from the Magnolia to the Mouth. So I went and got a couple of my friends, went back there because I left my truck back there. So I had to go back there and get
Why
my
he
truck.
ain't shoot you? People was around?
I don't think that was his motive. His motive was just to get the money out of my pocket.
Alright.
But,
So
you
wasn't
know,
a killer at that point.
after that part, that happened on like a Thursday. That following Saturday, hit the same guy that robbed me and a few of his other friends. They went to Club Detour. And they know we were in Club Detour. And when he came around there, me and him made eye contact. We ended up getting into a left fight. And he told me at the end of the fight, remember what you did, because next time I see you, I'm going to kill you. That was that Saturday. That following Tuesday, I go into Magnolia and I bump into him and Gansta backed up. So one thing led to another. He got some shots off, I got some off. He passed away. He made the statement that he was going to get the dude that killed his partner. And he stood on that. So I had to stand on, he being Gansta.
Okay.
Made the statement that, he was going to get the dude that killed his partner. And of course, we expected that, you know what I'm saying? You would expect that if you kill somebody's partner, they're going to want to get back at you. So that's when the beef ensued. But it went on for so long, different instances, different episodes, different things went on.
So wait, listen. So like we had a real conversation, right? Everybody
Right.
good?
Right,
Okay, so I'm from the 7. You heard 7 War Soldiers, right?
absolutely.
That's all my partners, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to figure out is, so
the
we
jail with
starting
Sean
at,
Paul.
we starting at 95, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So from 95 to this time passing, what's going on? People getting hit back and forth?
Absolutely.
All right. How many? What the tone is? What that's looking like?
I lost count.
What the newspapers saying?
The people seeing shootouts by the Magnolia, they seeing shootouts by the Milk, they seeing shootouts on Philip and Clara, because that's where a lot of them used to migrate at.
Oh, I remember. We got an audience. I'm trying to make.
Absolutely.
talk
I
to
got
them.
you. I got
Yeah.
you. So, it was different instances and different episodes where we were running to each other and bumping to each other at concerts. We were bumping to each other at the concert. You know what I'm saying? With UNLV, Miss T, and Cash Money and all of them, we bumping into each other.
I was
what
at
was
a
so
couple of
amazing.
events and didn't know what was happening, but now I'm understanding.
Okay, so what was so amazing was that this guy sitting across from me came up with the idea that we're going to put their names on some t-shirts, on Rest in Peace t-shirts, as if to say we dead already. So he went and got the dude to make 2 t-shirts, well, a couple of t-shirts, where they got 2 tombstones on the t-shirt. It's me and my brother, Skip and Cleve. You got the name, let's get low down and dirty with the 30-30 on there. And then you got the dude shooting at the tombstones. You know what I'm saying? Skip and Cleve, rest in peace.
And so
we
this still 95 or we done moved into 96?
We done went into 96, 97.
All right.
We started going forward. But like I said, when that happened, I actually had got shot up. They came and shot me up around the mouth on, what's this, Errata between Rampart and Saratoga.
Wait, hold up. Brother,
What's up?
this man telling the truth?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
told me don't cut him off, so I'm
Yeah. I'm just saying.
take my turn, wait my turn.
All
He's
right.
definitely doing a good job.
I just, do y'all understand the magnitude of this conversation? All right, keep going.
Absolutely. They got word that I was hanging around there hustling. You know, and at this time when everybody...
Shut up, how many times?
I got hit 3 different times. I got hit with a 357, a 9mm, and a
Where?
44 Magnum.
Tell me what's up.
Right here. It's the wound right here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they weren't playing. When they jumped out the truck, I was actually standing up against the wall, and they jumped out the truck. First of all, they were in a flatbed. And when the truck made the block, it was kind of suspicious to me. So I'm like, there's something not right about that truck. So one of the young boys was like, man, you saw that truck keep creeping by? I'm like, yeah. It's a black F-150. I think it's a Harley Davidson, big branch, or something like that. So they learning, they making a block this time. Let them get out the way. He just take out. So they raised up in the back of the truck, and when they usually raise up to shoot, I freeze. I get hit. I hit the ground. Now I had my gun on the tire of the car that I was standing in front of. I actually grabbed the gun after being hit and went to shooting under the car. I hit the tire and it exploded. So it sounded like somebody shot a pump. That got them to jump back in the truck. They took out, but as I was on the ground, I'm looking at the bullets hit the building that I was standing in front of. So yeah, that was a very dramatic time right there. I actually got up and did what I could to try to walk off. I made it to the project. I actually made it about a block and a half.
Paperwork?
Did I file paperwork?
Yeah, after
no,
you got shot.
No.
No police case for
No,
that?
indeed.
All right. I'm just
I
asking.
made it halfway to the project. Well, I made it inside the project, but at the beginning of it, on Liberty, where the project started at. And I dropped right there, and they come got me in the ambulance.
And you ain't never filed no paperwork.
No,
When no
indeed, no.
PD came and asked you who shot you. You took what you
I mean,
took.
they did that when I got to the hospital.
But what you
at
told
Charity. I don't know. I don't know who shot me.
All right.
That's just,
But you
at
did
that
know
time,
who shot
that was, yeah, I knew.
All right.
But, I mean, at that time,
I'm
it was
just talking about all
more,
these young niggas sweating gangsters, right?
yeah,
So I'm
right.
just
See, it was more
having a
common.
protocol conversation.
It was more common for you to see, I don't know who shot me, I don't know where that came from. It's not as common as it is today, as it was back then. That was law. So you were taught that by the elders.
Well, let's be real. Nowadays, niggas saying, bitch, I'll whack you, bitch, and grabbing their dick and shit. And then as soon as you pop at them, after they clutch, they calling and getting paperwork.
Yeah, they gonna call the police. Like, it's a different
so
time.
when
from
you
back
got
then
shot
now.
up, no paperwork.
Not at all.
All right.
None whatsoever. When I'm in the hospital, my brother come in the hospital and say, we got to cut up. They're sick with it, my brother Cleveland. He's like, man, we got to cut up. They tripping. Why they had a fucking concert with our names on t-shirt. I'm like, who? What are you talking about? He said, they was in the concert with our names on t-shirts. Like we did. I'm like, what kind of t-shirt? Rest in peace t-shirt. I'm like, wow. So I looked at him and I told him, everybody got a t-shirt on, got to go. I want everybody gone. So at that time, it was a security guard company called Vincent Guard Service, V-I-N-S-O-N. You could Google it. Vincent Guard Service. They were on Howard Avenue. They used to wear the dark brown pants with the khaki shirt. They paid for them to stay at my bed, and my brother put a 9 under my pillow. So they were like, well, we're going to make sure you're good in here, but we're going to handle business. So they went, did whatever they did, came back. I ended up getting out of the hospital like a week later because I couldn't go home right away.
So you said that this dude, these rowdy dudes that was from the Magnolia, they was the hot boys.
Right.
So a lot of people don't understand that the rap group, the Hot Boys,
Come from that.
they name
That name came
come
from
from
that.
that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
So now you breaking down the real history.
Oh, absolutely.
If you don't mind, Rippa, let me ask him a couple questions.
Absolutely.
right quick.
Absolutely.
Because now you just gave me a basis for him to be able to understand how he want to communicate his side. Same question.
But you gotta give him the rules.
Wait. Oh yeah, you can't say nothing. That man ain't say nothing. Real talk. But listen, I won't say it to you the way I had my own way I want to say it to him. I got my own way I want to say it to you, right?
Mhm.
You was putting names on t-shirts and shit way back then. So you a hustler, like on this Instagram and on that one I see that's just you, that type of nigga, right?
Mhm.
So you got shit going for you. You in a set that's known and everything rolling. What make you stop and jeopardize all your shit to have beef, real pistol beef with somebody, in particular him? What happened? What's your take on that, or why you was beefing with this man? And did anything he said just now was false? Them two
No.
questions. Okay.
The thing is this. We all this and this is why I tell a lot of people New Orleans is different. Like not one person ran out of the city. It's a gangster in every hood, everywhere. If you pull up, they gonna park, right? So with them, we kind of underestimate them, right? But I wanted to antagonize them as well, so I was like,
Wait, in 95, how old are you?
I don't know, 19, 18, 19.
Okay, so yeah, still young, bullheaded. All right, all right, I can understand.
But see, he left out the part when his brother came in the concert, and because we had the shirts with Rest in Peace, Cleveland Skid with the AK shooting. Remember the yellow boy? I get low down and there with the 30-30? Shooting their grave up, his brother saw that. So they go get their crew, right? So I mean, we in the Riverboat Hallelujah on 2 Lane. And they was like,
Y'all niggas is the reason why I wouldn't go to the Riverboat.
you was jumping, bro. They said, Gansta, them boys at the milk out there, they waiting on you. Now the people at the Magnolia looking at me, right? Like, what you gonna do? I'm like, I got to go out, right?
Yeah, you can't sleep there.
No, but I went to the police. I said, excuse me, I need you to escort me to my car. Because there's a lot of stuff going on. So when we walked out, I see the milk, but this way they were slipping at. 2 Lane go like this, so they was on that side of the street. They deep over them choppers, right? So I'm parked in the parking lot right here by the Riverboat Hallelujah. So the police just walked out and escorted me. And the people at the main door started clapping for me. So they let me know I did something right and smart, right? So I jumped in my car. I was in the white Lexus with the red boots, called the bubble back then, GSP and the Lexus. I pulled out and pointed my middle finger at them because I'm like, I'm going this way. Y'all would come around this way to try to catch up with me, right? But
But you still talk shit on your way out.
yeah, because I gotta let them know y'all had me, but y'all didn't get me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. One time,
Well, but wait though. You know, there's a flip side to that. Let me play devil's advocate. How about humility granting you another day? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
well, see, I was young and ignorant. We just thought. I had a saying.
I probably would have did the same thing now. I'm just, we having a
Right.
real conversation
Right.
about life. Look, young niggas gonna watch this.
Right. I had a saying back then, heaven don't want me, hell scared of me, take over. Actually, when I got into it, the 7 war in jail, but that's another story. So, with Rip, me and Hot, we had a bet who was going to kill him first. So, I come around the milk one time, he was on the side street on the payphone, and I was in somebody else's car, and I didn't want to make it. It was daytime, I got the Mac 11 on, and he had his back, so I just blew the horn. Look, he looked back, like, what's up? I'm talking like we really had beef, but we would see one another and antagonize each other first. Like, I'm gonna get you, but I see you, So
Think it's a game, and
right.
catch your ass slipping.
yeah.
I
And
feel you.
This how I sit back and think about all the stuff we went through. The Melphamine Project the Melphamine Project on Martin Luther King. You go 2 blocks down a club detour right on this corner, Saratoga and Martin Luther King, and we would actually go to their club, knowing we got beef with them. Man, I got caught in that club one night, and it was like the boy at the mill looking in the truck. And there's a police named Robbie from out the project. I said, Robbie, walk me to my truck. I need you to escort me to my truck. He got me to my truck, got in there, and got on for around there. But we didn't have gang fights with them around the club. Like, it's just always been, we couldn't.
So wait a minute. So this what I'm really getting. From what he said and from what you said thus far, y'all was, because we gotta really break this down, man. Y'all was just really caught up in the aspects of manhood that we was being taught at the time in New Orleans that really wasn't real. It wasn't doing us no good. Is that what we admitting? Because you didn't say, man, this nigga slapped my mama. You ain't say he fucking raped your old lady or disrespected your child.
Never
You ain't
backed
say
down.
he played with your money.
Never back down.
Let me
That's
show
what
you
it
the
was.
respect we have for parents.
Wait, please understand what I just said.
Well, I understand what
You
you're
didn't say
saying.
nothing fundamental,
Right.
and he didn't either.
But let me show you what you say about the parent. The reason why our parent wasn't involved, one of the dudes, Lil Diesel, I got into it with him and Cornell out the mouth. So remember the dome used to have that Coca-Cola that fell back in the days? It's like 94. So as my lungs had collapsed and everything, I got stabbed in the chest. So Diesel brother Cornell, he got shot, his leg cut off. So when I come in the hospital to get a checkup, I come up the elevator, I see him now. In my mind, I want to walk up and slap him. but he got his mother and a man with him. I'm like, I ain't gonna disrespect him in front of his family. I walked up to him and shook his hand, and this one of the man tried to take my life. But he like, man, you all right? I'm like, yeah, you all right? Because I'm like, I'm still walking, you sitting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, and I said this when you say about our mothers, we had enough ignorance, enough, some would say, gangster in us to where we ain't had to go to the person, mother, father, or child. We saw each other every day. Let me tell you something, and I said this the other day on 2 podcasts. I said, I think he shot me. And let me tell you why I say this. Because, and nobody never claimed this, but I remember being a black dude with a hat, right? Put up and jam me in. Last time I had got hit on my shoulder, and it was some little children in the way, and I ran out in the open because I didn't want them the children to get hit. And I got hit under here, and it came out the middle of my chest. Right here, the bullet came out the middle of my chest. And I was like, I think that
Listen, hold up. First of all, I don't mean to cut you off.
But you did.
But yeah, I did on purpose
Right.
because I got to talk to my audience right
Okay,
quick.
talk to y'all.
You know, we gonna let you say whatever you need to say because this man ain't dead and he's still alive. But he think he shot him. This nigga, you know, I'm not gonna say no definitive statements, but I want my audience to be able to read in between the lines. This man's still living. He can't say for sure. He know he shot him because the state will pick up charges. So he's saying he think. And we're not gonna press the man on that, but I want my audience to understand that I'm really from New Orleans and I ain't stupid.
Right.
Let's go.
So, so with all the beef we had going on, it was like if somebody pull up in the Magnolia and shoot somebody or kill somebody, or they saying delete somebody or unalive somebody, right? We would go hit the Melf, the Calio, and the tent wall. Because we had so much beef, but we didn't know where it come from. So we're like, okay, like one night, we sent some people out in the Melf, but his little brother was waiting. And it was, and let me tell you what's crazy. It has a big old shootout in the Melf. I got a call from the Calio from Randall. He's deceased now. He said, man, I got a call from my mom and she checked on me. He said, man, what's up with all this shooting at each other, all this noise, ain't nobody driving? I'm like, hey, man, we're the youngsters. I said, I didn't want the Melf to get comfortable. I didn't want them to feel like, okay, the guy went up on us and we just relaxed now. No, keep on the heels. So the youngsters, and the little youngster was pretty much out the Magnolia way back there. But I was like, oh, because the Melf used to ride in my project in the actual van looking for me. And one thing about female,
You know about that?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
and one
I
thing,
mean, we talking about the Melvin shit. The fuck, if we in the interview, let's run it. This nigga know about that, right?
it was his
All
people.
right.
It was his
Rippa
people.
know, all right.
Absolutely.
His little brother was in the car, so I'm looking at him
All
like,
right.
they like, one thing about females, you're probably gonna like the Melf boys back here,
Yeah.
and they gonna tell, the Magnolia boys back here,
Yeah.
and they gonna
Oh
tell
yeah,
you
they gonna tell it.
what color car you riding in.
Yeah.
So and it's up from there, man. But I would tell your audience this: I lost a lot of good men in this war, and over the years, and I'm just happy that God picked me. I'm 51 years old to be here to tell you.
So can I ask you a question?
I'm gone, fellas.
All right, bro.
All right, big brother.
Good job.
It was good to see you. God bless,
Pleasure
man.
meeting you, brother.
Hey,
Hey,
bless, bro.
stop smiling when you talk about shooting.
Man, I love it, bro. That's just me, bro.
So I gotta ask you this, man. This a real question now.
I got a real answer.
All right. So I talked to his man, and I done heard so much of shit, right?
Mhm.
And I'm talking to you, and I done heard so much of shit before I even met you, right?
Mhm.
And then we got the commonality in the conversation of the Hot Boys rap group coming from that, from the Hot Boys Out Your Project, right? And then, you know, really, man, to sit back now and figure out that all that beef wasn't for nothing, but it made a lot of record sales and shit.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
dig? I'm trying to figure out, did New Orleans get, is the Mouth and the Magnolia the best pimps in New Orleans? Did y'all pimp the whole city with
I
that?
see that.
Cause y'all was beefing real bullets
Yeah,
behind nothing,
Yeah.
and then making money off records behind that shit, and got the whole city fucking singing that shit verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to think, Master P too, or Pip did. Calio was
Well, you
involved.
said y'all was riding through the Calio. Fuck,
Big
Calio
time,
better
yeah,
defend
so
itself too. I
They did
guess.
so good too. I mean, like I say, bro, like, and it's crazy because our projects like maybe 8 blocks from one another.
What you meant earlier then when you said it might not be over between you and him? What that mean? You still don't like?
What you say? I ain't never said.
Yeah, earlier when Luck was doing the introduction, what he said, somebody else.
I never said it might not be over.
Beef food.
You said us, I said not quite. You said it.
Yeah, so what the not quite means that there's no finality, my nigga. I'm a scholar. I just couldn't remember.
So we talk. Listen, we both sat down like men, and we talked about it. At the same time, between us two, he won his round and I won my round.
So
we
man, you
talking
niggas
about,
ain't. Did somebody check these niggas, man?
we squashed the beef. We
All right,
squashed the beef.
ain't nobody gonna get
But at the same time, though, listen, you gotta understand something. We were raised in an era where it's
Did we pat these niggas down, man?
never.
No, too late now.
Fuck, I'm just trying to make sure, man. This nigga talking about do you know this nigga's jacket?
Yeah.
Okay, this nigga talking about he ain't sure and shit. What the fuck? Did you pat this nigga, man?
He hung it up. Yeah, it's over with him. They,
Alright, you sure it's
Yeah,
over,
we hung it
man?
up. Yeah, we hung it up.
They pulled up again.
Understand, we were raised under a certain type of law, never back down.
So you forgave this nigga for thinking he shot you?
Yeah, I ain't tripping no more.
All right.
Fine, listen to me. Look at me. I did 23 years and 10 months in prison. So I got locked up when I was 23. So I did half of my life around a bunch of miserable men. I'm on the streets now. Right now they locked down.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Why?
barbershop hanging out.
Why stay miserable?
I get to eat. I don't got to worry about child time. I don't got to worry about lockdown.
Bathe when you want.
Man, even if I don't want to bathe.
And shit.
They got shower time.
Shit, ain't nobody looking at you.
I might just go out there and pop that out there. But I'm just saying, bro, nah, it's just like, we had our walk. So that's why we like these little youngsters today.
So he just said he sat amongst the misery. That's what made him get his mind right. How you got that, brother?
I mean, I actually prayed on
Forgiveness.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that forgiveness. I actually prayed on that because there was a lot of people coming to me and were like, man, look, you need to squash that, you need to let that go, you need to bury the hatchet, you know what I'm saying? But I
So
thought
you
about it
didn't
a
have no
long
prison
time.
ordeal or nothing?
Yeah, I was in prison a few times. I went to jail for killing his partner.
Oh,
They charged me with first degree murder,
and you think this
and they
nigga?
charged me with second degree murder. They broke it down to manslaughter.
You did.
Now we can't leave out this here part now. You know you carrying the court on me, right? You can't leave out that
Well,
part.
fuck, he done said twice. He left his
He carried
club
the
and had
coat
the
on.
police walk him to his car.
Yeah, he carrying the
He done
court
said
on.
that shit twice.
So it's good. At the same time, though, see, that's different things that we went through, but I want them to understand this here. I want your audience to get this here. It was another level back then. It was rules and regulations.
Oh yeah.
And the rules and regulations was
G code.
nobody talk, everybody walk. They ain't doing that today. It's cool now to rap and tell on your partner. It's cool when why do 10 when you could bring a friend? That's the new thing now in the old parish. You know what I'm saying? And all these parishes rather. And back then, if we spent the bin and we went through the Magnolia and had kids and mothers and fathers out there, we gotta catch them on the rebound.
Yeah, nigga.
We gotta double back. We gonna catch them. Gonna catch them at the McDonald's on Claiborne. Catch them by Cajun Seafood on Broad and Washington. We gonna catch them somewhere.
G code.
You know what I'm saying?
Terrorizing people, mamas.
Let me tell you a story. I never told this before, so this is exclusive right here. I'm in a barber shop on Felicity and Magnolia, and I'm just sitting there in the chair. I just had sat in the chair, and there's a shoe shine shop. Shout out to Al Shoe Shine Shop. But right next door, they used to go in there and shoot dice and gamble a lot. And some of the guys out the Magnolia used to go in there. So I'm in the chair, and keep in mind, one of my best friends today, shout out Larry from the hot spot. He opened up the cape and put it around my neck. Now I realized I got the two hammers under there, like this. And I see them outside, because there's a big old glass. I'm on Magnolia Felicity at the barber shop, and I see them outside. So,
There you got your shit already.
yeah, and they looking there at me. The only one that actually came in the door, I think, and looked in there was hot. But they turned back around, and I seen people from out the shop go out there and talk to them and holler at them like, y'all can't do that right here, y'all can't move right here, and so on and so forth. The barbers, shout out to Larry, shout out to Derek, they actually bagged up and got from by me. And I kind of stood up with it, still with the cape on me like this here. Just ready for them to do whatever they gonna do, because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. But
You present?
they
You present at that?
ended up.
Why y'all, man, look, if we ain't telling all, nigga, you over acting like a church choir. So
So don't cut him off.
yeah, but my point is, you need to be present. Listen.
I'm present, but I
So-
gotta wait.
So this some shit him and his people back.
Yeah, they was about to
And
check
you
me up
see
in the
this
barber
nigga
shop,
out
and I
the
see
window.
them out there. There was like 3 or maybe 4, I think 3 of them. But I'm ready, they see I'm ready. So that like they know if they coming, there's gonna be a bang out. You know what I'm saying? You got people in there, you got women in there. There's only 1, 2, 3 barbers in there. And the rest of these women are in there doing hell.
Y'all wasn't getting down like that, huh?
The dude he took me out.
No, I'm talking
My
about,
partner.
but you ain't running there with them churn, did you?
Listen, you just say you could be charged, but let me just say this. Let me just say this. The dude Larry speaking of, that was my boss.
All right.
Sometimes I would go to Felicity Magnolia, but then when I realized I'm beefing with the Cali in the mouth, I stopped going. I would either pick Larry up and go home to his house or bring him to my house, or I would go downtown because Larry was living down the night walk. I would go down and get my hair cut there because I ain't want them to try to catch me at the barber shop.
Yeah.
Because all us, Keith Hunter, all us to go to that same
Yeah.
barber shop.
Same
It was
barber
dang, and the police station was a block from there.
Across the street, actually.
Yeah, right across the street. They had the barbecue pit right there. But
Partners, the barbecue
Um,
pit. And right
yeah.
behind there was 6th District Police Station.
That sparked the question. So this is a debate I want the viewers to have. Is it gangster knowing that it's better to make a decision to move somewhere else to avoid conflict, or do a real gangster just go where they need to go and be like, fuck it? Because I'm saying that to these young niggas.
You definitely gotta be smart and think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
You definitely, yes, it's very gangster to think about where you want to live at and where you want to be at and the era you want to be in and all
Yeah.
that. That's very gangster.
Because now it seems these youngins got this impression that gangster mean, fuck that, man, I'm going where I won't go in. And I be hearing them, they little versions
I
of
thank God by His grace I'm still here today. But I knew there were clubs like Kilimanjaro's in Louisiana where the Magnolia frequented a lot on the weekend. I wasn't going to Kilimanjaro's. I went there. I could count on one hand the number of times I went there.
I used to be in that.
But I'm saying,
It was
that's
rude.
where the Magnolia was at. But I'm not going in there like that because I know who in there. I know who in there. You last longer by moving more wisely. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got to make better decisions. And that's what it's about.
So gangsta ain't about busting through every wall. It's about using all your strengths.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to think.
Physical,
You
mental.
got to be able to think.
Yeah.
When you in beef like that in the streets of New Orleans, it's chess, not checkers.
So man, to all these young cats out here, Rippa, that, you know, they got this false idea of what that life like, that gunplay where you gotta really watch and you done been hit and you done had to hit niggas. Well, what would you say to the young cats, man, about how they need to evaluate their life and or anything else you gotta say to them?
Make your own decisions. Make your own decisions because at the end of the day, if you trying to move because your partner moving like that, if y'all get popped, he going one way and you going another way. He gonna go on this tilt, you gonna go on that tilt. You got to fight them charges by yourself.
Yeah.
Y'all might be on the same charge together, but guess
So
what?
let me ask you this then. You know, if I'm talking to a gangster, then define it. So look, your first reaction to that question make me think that half of these niggas there because they head first.
Absolutely.
All right, well tell
Because
me.
a lot of times you got to think about it. The thing is, they want to be like that. I'm like that.
Yeah.
That's the new thing. I'm like that.
I'm outside, I'm like that.
I'm outside. I'm like that. So if he running with some guys or the younger guys that they hanging with, and they like that, the minute that he feel like his partners don't think he like that, they're gonna treat him a certain way.
Yeah.
They're not gonna look at him saying, "Well, I can't go hang with them or be around them because I'm not like that." So to show them I'm like that, I'm head first. I'm about to just move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go with my move and just show them I'm like that. I'm gonna do something stupid without thinking to show my partners I'm like that and I deserve to hang with them. You got a lot of that going on. I ran into a lot of that through my incarceration. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to them football numbers that they're giving you in that courthouse,
Yeah.
it kind of make you want to rethink your decisions.
Yeah.
You ain't thinking about that when you're on the streets. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, when they get back there and they get on them charges, you land on the wrong till, you better know how to do this.
Pac said 25 in life never crossed their mind.
They never do.
Busting shots like they lost.
See, a lot of times I done seen a lot of dudes that got names in the streets, youngsters and old cats. They know how to do this, but they don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
And when you back there, you better have it. If you don't know how, you better learn quick.
Yeah.
Because that's how it's going to go. You go on the wrong tip, you know what it is already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to train you.
Look, even a nigga who never been through it had a cousin that went back there for 3 days,
Yeah,
right
that's
quick.
what it is. That's how it go.
You know, got out right quick, but understood what it really was. You know, one day me and my wife was sitting back watching a criminal show, and bless her little heart, she said, baby, you know, you could be okay like him, right? I said, babe, look, let me tell you the real. I said, I respect any dude that been in that position because, you know, to think of having to live in that environment every day for 10 years, where ain't no time off, ain't no relaxation,
Right.
ain't no nurture or no femininity healing you back. You dig? It's just you being man enough to discipline yourself to handle it and being spiritual enough to receive and make it through, or you ain't.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's different. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to think about that. And a lot of times they don't think about that. Trouble, easy to get into and hard to get out. I tell them all the time, George Washington Carver made that statement.
Who started the beef with y'all?
You know?
Listening. For
Since
every
you
action,
said
there's
that,
a reaction.
I gotta ask him a question. Since you
Right.
said that, you know, so I heard of both of y'all. I know of both of you, right? But your name rang like a motherfucker. So how quick you say him? You know, it made me
So you
think.
saying I'm wrong?
Well, I ain't saying you wrong, but you say him like you was in the kindergarten, like him.
Right. Here's the thing. For every action, there's a reaction. If somebody rob you and slap you in the head with a pistol, what you gonna do?
Call the law.
We ain't doing that.
Okay, well let it go.
And he knew that that was forbidden back then.
Yeah, that's
Ain't no
what I'm
call, no law. You gotta
saying.
stand
We
with
see
your
in
stem.
that time.
That
and
led
this
to the
time.
fight.
In this day and time. What
That
time
led
we
to the
speaking?
fight.
So you say, not quite. You say, catch you around.
Oh, we gonna do that. See, we gonna make that official on here right now. I'm gonna just lace them up and tell them right now. For those that don't know, we plan on getting in that ring. So y'all better buy y'all tickets early.
In real life?
Yeah, we gonna get our round.
Oh yeah.
We had a conversation like
What's the white
men.
man name?
I'm about to be a judge. I'm about to be a judge at a fight. Shout out to Selmore Shorty, and it's put the guns down and put the gloves up, get in the ring. That's what it is. So that inspired us to do our thing, cause we still got, you know, our little things, our little issues with each other. So yeah, we gonna do that like
So
that.
I gotta ask a question now since you said that. So, win, lose, or draw, no matter how this go, y'all gonna let this go after this here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gonna dab each
No
other
matter
up.
what,
We gonna dab
if
each other
that
up.
man knock your ass out, you gonna leave it go.
Yeah.
If that man whoop you and they
I'ma
count
take my
over
L.
you gonna
I'ma
leave
take
it
my L.
go.
I'ma take my
You ain't
L.
gonna jump up and
No,
get no
indeed.
new reason to start no
Take my
shit.
L. Listen,
I'm
That's
quoting-
we living by example.
I'm just making them niggas put their word on the camera.
Oh yeah.
If that man knock
You
your
live
ass
by
out, you ain't
example.
gonna get up talking shit.
I don't
Well,
give a
that's by
fuck.
example.
Of course.
I mean, but you ain't gonna start no. You ain't gonna start no.
Come back.
I'm
No,
too old to be
no.
beefing. No.
All right.
Please,
And if that man knock you out, same
Take
thing.
my L.
No real beef.
No.
Even if you get up talking
That's
shit,
no.
it ain't gonna be no more
Nah,
gunplay
take
or
my
none of
lip.
that shit no more.
I'm gonna take my lip.
All right.
We got people.
Y'all
telling
heard
us
it
now.
here first on Uncut
Absolutely.
Feelings.
Absolutely.
That's announcement. I'm glad you dropped that.
Absolutely. That's what it's
We
exclusive.
appreciate that. That's
Cause we showing
exclusive.
that's exclusive because it's us living and showing by example that you can put the guns down and get in the ring,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and wait, you know, I want to be specific on that. Not only can you put the guns down and get in the ring, but if a nigga if you think a nigga done already shot you,
Might well
and
go-
you
go
still ready to do that, that's a whole nother level of manhood.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because if you think a nigga done already shot you, you have a right to already make him think that you shot him. Yeah.
you said it best.
Yeah.
Well, better wait, see.
Yeah, if you can let that shit go, that's the man don't get no realer. You can let that go. You think a nigga shot
It's
you.
already
So
let
listen,
go.
yeah,
Yep.
shit.
You gotta understand something. Some people have a different mindset. So there are people that are upset that I sat down and squashed my beef with this man over 30 years. And as I explained to him when we first
Wait,
interviewed
now
each
you
other.
can't be vague. That's on some hood shit? People from the mouth, man? Or who? Come on, let's
Yeah, absolutely. From the Mouth, from the Magnolia, just all over New Orleans, period. I've ran into people since me and him sat down and squashed that beef, and they've said, you down bad.
After all that bloodshed and people lost and left, they want y'all to just shoot each other now?
Listen,
what
I'm
the
gonna tell you
fuck?
like I said on my channel, I'm a grandpa now, partner. I got grandkids. I'm not about to, what you want me to be, a killer, a gangster, a shooter all my life?
Yep.
I made the decision. I prayed to God and I made the decision. He hit me with that spirit.
Even a porn star retired.
Right.
And that job
Right.
ain't stressful.
Right. So, you want me to continue being this dude? And listen, I mean, there are actually people that got on the internet that said, I ain't rocking with you because you squash your beef with that rat. Or because you talking to that rat. What I love to say is, I'm going to drive this car. Ain't nobody going to drive this
You
car
know what
with
I
me.
will tell you?
Can't nobody direct my traffic but me.
I done had numbers on the gram and on Facebook for a decade plus, right?
Right.
Never in my history have I got so many phone calls till I was on a video with this nigga right here. And I have no idea who. I mean, I know, you know, the street talk, that's
Right.
baby brother, but I don't know the man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all, you know, I called him one day, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, motherfucker, who are you, man? He said, what you mean? I said, man, fucking Angola done called me, Hunts done called me, the Mouth done called me, fucking the Night Ward done called me.
Right.
Everybody want to know something. And I done been on a lot of videos with a lot of niggas.
Right.
You something else. Yeah, you sit over there and laugh like a pawpaw.
Real talk. Let's say a lot though when you can sit down after 30 years, bro, and come to an understanding where, look, it's about the time. Shout out to my bro Diesel, man, because Diesel really pushed that narrative. I'm gonna say shout out to my brother Chopper, Young City, because Diesel and Chopper really was on me about that real heavy. So I pray to God about
well,
it.
when y'all both admitted, like I said, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but like when y'all both admitted he ain't slap your mama,
Right.
he ain't fuck with your money, your house, your old lady. So I mean, fuck, that's what the grown men had to do, huh?
Eventually,
I mean, right?
grown men that can think for
Nigga ain't
themselves.
never, you know, besides the thought of bullets. Fuck, I don't know how to keep saying
But
that.
see, Byron, to this is different. Back in the day, it wasn't about slapping the mamas and it was about our reputation, our project, our hood.
Hey,
our
listen,
name.
man, I'm from New Orleans. I'm from the 7th Ward. I know my respect and all that shit. I seen niggas die with bullshit.
Mhm.
I'm trying to make these kids understand. No disrespect to y'all legacy. You know, nigga, know what y'all did out here.
Right.
But
It's not worth it.
But it's not you. That's what I'm saying. That you saying it's not worth it. You saying if a nigga do you something, you gonna walk away or get the authorities. Nigga, you just said that.
I said it again.
Yeah.
So obviously you learned what you that
Put it
we
in
talking
the
to the
law,
youth right now. That we ain't what you telling them you learned. That's what I'm asking you. Tell them what you learned. That shit wasn't worded. What? But in your own words.
I'm not gonna speak on the state. He can speak on the state. I know in the federal system they will hide you. Them people would ship you off to California. They would ship you so far out. They never you go to cutting up. They would put you underground. So I've seen, like you just said, I've seen guys come in prison, killers on the street come in prison and be sisters in prison. Can't fight. Don't know how to fight. Getting extorted, like, and then you got the salt press, like, dude might be scared of you. Oh, what's up, though? Yeah, go ahead, get you something out of my locker, man. You home, you go get you something, man. You ain't gonna act this. So, you know, people gonna come in there, I done seen it, bro.
Yeah.
Man, and we got some crazy homeboy from New Orleans, so I've seen a lot. And me and the guy he just spoke on Diesel, we did in Farmerville, Louisiana, we spoke to some children and
Wait,
family
man.
members.
When you talking about these dudes that you saw in the federal system, them dudes, you talking about dudes that wasn't from New Orleans, huh?
No, we had home from New Orleans too, that was scary. I'm talking, we had home from New Orleans that I used to be so ticked off, I used to have to babysit them. Cause dudes
But see, the thing is, being from New Orleans, and I know from being on the losing side and on the winning side, is that if I'm gonna have to fight you for my shit, then we might as well go ahead and get that from the jump. Cause if you can take it from me, then that's established. But if you can't, then that's established.
Yeah, but a lot of guys
We're gonna see that in the beginning, not wait till I get fed up and one day mad enough to try it. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but there's a lot of guys that when you're going to go to rec or go to the child or go to the commissary, you in there doing it by yourself, or you in there cell by yourself, that dude's gonna slide in there. Some dudes probably have 2 knives. He go, you want, he go, what's up? Well, got some people, yeah, some people ain't ready.
Yeah.
Man,
Why would they give me a knife?
just let you
To
know
give you a
because they know you ain't
chance.
gonna work. They know you ain't gonna push it. Some people just go read the person like, he ain't gonna push that.
Oh
knife.
yeah,
Or he might not know
they
how to
studying
handle
it.
the knife. Right. He
Right.
might not know how to work the knife.
Yeah.
But you got some dude that a pump fake coming and throw you a knife, I got a knife, and if people like, okay, let's go. Nah, I just wanna see what you other playing, I was going.
Good.
Yeah, so they come up with pump fake games, but if you be like, nah man, I'm just going through my time and go home, man, yeah, it's over with, brother. But man, I done seen a lot of them, bro. A lot of them had to run up under the home.
My brother, bring me that white styrofoam cup right there. See if it's empty for me.
Say, brother, you know my son. He called me from Colorado. Dad, I saw that. So I've been trying to tell this nigga look at my podcast for years, right? I was on the podcast. I said, oh, that's nice, Dad. I get a phone call from this nigga. Dad, I saw you on the podcast. I said, yeah. Yeah, man, you did good. So he started talking. I said, which podcast you saw me on? Gansta Williams. I saw you on there. So you got my son watching. I said, this nigga
Shout
here.
out. Yeah, man. 'Cause- And that's another thing. I didn't really know about YouTube. I didn't know the magnitude of YouTube, how far it goes. So I had people from other countries hitting me up. And then when me and him had our YouTube beef, right? I didn't want to entertain him because I knew what would happen. I knew he would blow up. And then some of the same people that send me clothes and send me stuff, now they in his inbox, all in his comment, said, you traitors. You know what I'm saying? He would take me on the hello world, like he all cool and calm. I do like, but it just kept coming. And like he would do regular video, it'd be like, when he do a video dissing me, he just call me the flunky of the year. And they all be coming and not see some of the people in my comments, they be in his. So I learned you gotta have bulletproof emotions in this game.
So
Like,
you know what I will say? Life is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Endurance, longevity is the key, right?
Right.
And so, you know, I do, being really from New Orleans, seeing a lot of shit, having lost close family members in these streets, right?
Mhm.
I do respect the fact that both of y'all was in positions where the average nigga on the street think, fucking, that nigga gone.
Mhm.
But y'all still sitting here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I had to speak on something when he was talking about the dudes in jail. It gave me a thought in my mind about the younger guys that's out there that's watching this. And you were asking him about the dude drawing him a knife. In so many scenarios, I saw this cup. I told the dude, bring me the cup. Think about a young dude going to jail, 23 years old. Now, he got like 10 bodies, allegedly. He got like 10
Yeah,
dudes
nigga
that
thought he
allegedly
shot him.
that he supposed to have been killed. But now they done caught him. He first in a 2nd-degree murder charge. He in jail. And he going to tip. Now this dude might be 160 pounds. Young dude, just started out in jail. His people sending him money. He making a $200 store every week. $200 commissary. You got this dude coming from Angola in the old parish. He on a court order. He giving 30 years back. He's trying to fight his charge. He on appeal. He walk in the day room, built like Thor, the superhero. And he tell them who got the 10 bodies, jump in that cup. How you think he gonna respond to that? Literally, take your body and jump in that cup.
Little daddy should understand he in a situation where dude telling you something he know you can't do.
Right.
So we got a bigger issue.
I understand he's 23 years old. He never been in jail before, bro.
Yeah, but still
This is the first
common
time in
sense
jail.
tell me that this nigga we about to
Like
fight.
how you say you would handle that situation, a lot of them dudes not gonna do that. A lot of them dudes gonna get it up and they gonna fold.
But see, the end result of folding like a hole like that is you gonna get whatever coming to you anyway, regardless that route.
Not everybody folds. Not everybody gonna try to jump in that cup.
So listen, you gotta understand, I never been a gangster, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I am that little dude from the 7th Ward that a lot of dudes, after we fought and they won, they left me alone because I wasn't scary.
Right.
I ain't run.
Right.
Where they'll say other niggas was running and they take their chips and shit.
Right.
They come outside with their cold drink and nigga take their whole fucking cold drink.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about bust up.
Right.
I will go ahead and take my lick that day. Because, you know, I gotta give you something to think about. You can't have my cold drink every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess in jail the stakes is high. A nigga might stab
Absolutely,
you.
because guess
But
what?
you know,
If you make an attempt to jump in that cup, then a $200 conversation you can make it every week.
it's his.
That's what dude, $250 in the cup.
Yeah. And if you don't make an attempt to jump in the cup, he's still gonna take the 200 if he really Thor, right?
The minute you tell him that,
But there might be a nigga
Well, jump
easier
over
to
the
get
cup.
than you.
you put to jump over the cup and pop him.
Nah, but Byron, when he
That's
told me they
it.
should really do that in HOD back in the day, though. That's really a thing with these.
Yeah.
That's a tip plate.
Yeah.
That's a tip plate. See if you like that. Same thing with, I got a knife, you got a knife, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
But that was worse. To see grown men eyes get big like that, they used to just tell it to them youngsters, you tell it to grown men that coming up.
And nigga sitting there
Yeah.
knowing he know what the play is, but talking about, man, I don't understand
You
what
could
you
get
talking
beat
about.
up. You could get beat up.
And every
You gonna
word
have
he's
all the
saying,
respect in the
getting
world though after that. When you fight Thor, just the fact that you fought back and popped him, when you jumped over the cup, you gonna have all the respect in the world.
That's what I was saying.
But
That's
a lot of
what
them, like I said, they don't know that.
Yeah, because they don't want to take that one fucking L. They scared to take the L.
You gotta
That's
think
why.
about what you do before you do it. Understand that there's consequences and repercussions to everything.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to tell them. Use my life as an example of what not to do.
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind getting on my channel and telling those stories about what I did or what I went through in my life.
You know, I tell one time somebody asked me trying to be cocky how I think I've been as a father. I said great, because I showed my kids a lot of good shit to do,
Mm-hmm.
and then the bad shit I did, and I told them don't do that.
Yeah,
So we covered everything.
right. As you should.
Yeah.
But understand, a lot of these dudes, man, today, a lot of them, I think that's what we went wrong at, because a lot of us didn't have our fathers. My father did 16 years in that bull.
Yeah.
If I'd have had that man over me to tell me, Rippa, don't do this, Rippa, don't do that,
Now let's be
I
honest.
would have never got into it with him.
Not to just tell you, because I had good loving father figures, my parent and my daddy and my papa that told me, but also that was gonna go that extra mile to bust your ass and put you in your place
Right,
if you didn't
right,
respect it.
right.
That's what, you know, a lot of brothers, you know, from here was lacking.
Right. The new thing now, I feel like, is everybody feel played. Everybody feel played now about something.
Well, they're so self-conscious.
That's
And self-conscious.
not what it is, though. Stop feeling played about
nature.
everything.
Well, so self-conscious nature comes from over-examination or under-examination of oneself. And so all that's personal complexes, which means they need to go deal with themselves instead of projecting that energy.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's the real truth. You know, like right now we having conversations, people don't want to keep shit real. Like, don't nobody, no matter what calm word you use, Jezebel, whatever, people act like ain't no trifling females in the world and that they don't need to be put in their place. You know, but we can talk about a fake cat, a phony nigga, you feel me?
Right.
And so we got a lot of shit to do to get our community in order, but this is a big part of it.
Absolutely.
Two people who done think they done shot at each other,
Right.
Shot a person, I think.
who think they done shot.
Each other.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the words. Y'all niggas is alive. You can get cocky if you want to. nigga. Two people,
I ain't going to jail, so I'm
two
cocky
people
already.
Right.
who thought they might have shot each other
Right.
to sit in a barbershop. They got real bullet holes in each other and let that shit go.
Mm-hmm.
That's monumental, man.
Absolutely, man, because we both lost a lot of brothers and best friends, people that we love and care about on both sides. So sometimes people say in the streets of New Orleans, like, it went too far, and like too much blood been shed for us to squash it. Ain't no such thing. Looking at two living examples of that right now.
So listen, let me tell you, you know, we can't say too much, but so, you know, some time done blew by from the 7 War Soldier shit, right? And me and my wife, I had to break her into something when I started realizing, you know, that on Carnival Day, I walked up, similar to what you and him did tonight. I walked up to somebody and dapped them and hugged them for real.
Right.
That we shot at each other before.
Right.
You
That
know.
was a blessing.
Yeah, it's a blessing to come to the understanding that that shit was behind nothing.
Right. It was behind, and it's behind us.
Yeah.
We gotta move past it.
Yeah. Be man enough to be disciplined enough to
Absolutely.
understand why it's necessary to move past.
Right. Absolutely.
For sure.
Man, well, I thank you, man, for refereeing tonight.
Yeah, I had to.
Appreciate it.
Unkut Feelnz is that platform where we can
Right.
get these real conversations about
Right.
real life shit. You feel me?
Right.
And these exclusives.
Yeah,
Listen,
absolutely.
I want to talk about the boxing match. You gonna whoop his ass?
Listen, I'm gonna try my best. I'm back in the gym
Oh, he
right
too
now.
humble. You gonna whoop his ass?
Of course.
Okay, see this nigga Magnolia.
Yeah,
Hey,
but that's how he
bomb.
coming though. You know what I'm saying? How he coming. You know,
Now you know if that man knock you out, dog, you would say of
Man,
course on the.
See, this the thing though. See, if he knocked me out, see, I'm a civilian now. So, you know, they gonna crack Joe, they gonna make videos for me, right? But it's not gonna be as bad as when I get him.
yeah, that's facts. That's a fact. That's a true statement.
They could,
Yeah, I mean you
See, the
taller,
pressure's
you got the
on me.
reach.
Yeah, but the
There's a
pressure's
lot
on
of
me more.
factors.
The pressure's on me more. See, if he lose, that's to be expected. If I lose,
yeah, they gonna clown him. I'm
they're gonna
clown
take me out
too.
the frame.
I'm gonna make video 30 days, 30 nights on him. Dissing him. And
I ain't going for that.
Body
You gonna knock that nigga out?
Excuse me, what's the date?
we putting everything together.
Put it
But let me
together.
just let y'all know this here. And they can take it how they want. That fake boxing stuff they got going around here with they talking about signing a contract and ain't guaranteed you gonna get the bag. I ain't going for that.
We ain't doing that.
See, my people who I deal with, Aiden Ross them and Charles White them, who got the real
Real deal, Holyfield.
real money, the real bet, that's what I'm looking for that. I'm not
Real
about
deal,
to
Holyfield.
I'm not about to be in the backyard back
How many rounds? Is you niggas in shape? I'm just saying,
Three
y'all.
rounds, man.
You in boxes? How many?
3 to 5.
3 rounds. That
Okay, 'cause I'm about to say-
5 too many, man.
You can't go no. I'm about to say you can't
Three.
go no 10.
No.
They're gonna be a nice
You gonna train for real gangster?
I got dudes already from California saying they coming.
Big
Got
brother
dudes
look
from
like he
Baltimore
might be in
City
shape.
coming.
You like look like you might need to jump some
Say,
rope,
listen, what I
man.
will say, he done lost a lot of weight. That dude was bigger than that.
Yeah, but that ain't my point. Boxing is some that shit around is long.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
is.
fact, but
Yeah.
that's why you gotta run around and hold him.
Oh, hold up. So look, we need to put a clause in right now. If they end up a draw, y'all got to give everybody their money back. Now,
No, indeed.
yeah, somebody.
I'm not
get
listening
hit.
to him. Let me explain.
If ain't nobody eye black and you represent the Magnolia and the
Right.
Melt,
Come on.
somebody eye gotta be
He
black.
gonna be bust
Niggas,
up. Listen, he gonna
Some-
be bust up. Listen.
somebody lip gotta be bust. I'm wrong.
Oh, they
No,
gonna
you're
get out of
wrong.
that.
Right.
They gonna
All
get
right.
out of that.
It's
Get
gonna
out
be
of that.
contact in there. That's
Like y'all money work, bro.
Yeah.
People gonna get their money. That's a fact.
Gonna-
That's been an epic rivalry, man. Magnolia and the Melt.
Big fact.
Yeah.
Y'all can solve that right there.
Yeah.
Believe that.
Yeah.
For real.
Listen,
Make y'all hood
You know
proud.
how really it is? We looking for a channel, like a pay-per-view channel we can put it on. That's how really it is.
What?
Yeah. So those that can't make it to the fight can watch it on TV, but they gonna pay. That's how really it is.
Say, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all a jewel right here on the end of this show. Y'all old, but y'all got enough influence and experience in the street to make this a real series. And you get a team of young niggas, I can start sending them to you. I know who they are. That ain't scared to fight and run around here trying to prove false points. And when we can send you a team and we can do this shit for real in real life.
We is.
No, not you two niggas.
I'm talking about
fighting.
no.
I'm talking about the little niggas.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just told you I'm hooked up with some people that's really paying people that's really.
Man, I got a little nigga just asked me just now when I told him to back up off a situation in the 7. He said, well, Mr. B, you need to bring the gloves back or I'm gonna fucking wind up having hurt this thing. The young niggas is ready to get, some of them ready
Get it
to
off your
get,
chest.
yeah.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Some of them really
If they willing to put the guns down and get in the ring to spark their heat.
Yeah, we can host that shit in the
Absolutely.
post. No, the post gonna talk about insurance. We can get a private,
In here.
we can get a private
Get a
venue.
park. I like a park.
Yeah,
Like I
Shakespeare
fought with a lot of people.
Shakespeare policy, that's
The city will never let it. You gotta have
No, but
insurance.
see, listen, I'm talking about we can do city
nah,
park
be
or
better
all
if
the
we do it in here.
Because you
black
got a lot
the
of people
windows
standing
and make
around
them
watching.
stream in and pay. Get a little dues, a percentage of
Yeah, out of the purse. Absolutely.
a
Absolutely.
guaranteed percentage.
Absolutely.
Look, you think you gonna get famous being a gangster rapper shooting at niggas? Coming in and step into the Terror Dome on this fucking camera and whoop that nigga ass and watch how famous you get.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Where you don't gotta go to jail or nothing. We gotta get that shit cracking.
Absolutely, man. It was great, brother.
Much respect,
George.
kid. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Your number love.
Much respect meeting you.
Absolutely. Same here.
For sure.
Man. Same here.
You know what it is. For sure, baby. Yes, sir.
Y'all know what it is.
Uncut Feelnz. We out. Upset the setup.
Hello,
Who
world.
you rock with? Fierce Allegiance.
Okay.
That was nice. Wake up, bro.
Listen,
That was
I
nice.
don't jokes. I be wanting to have real conversations. I hope I ain't offend nobody.
City, see how we off the hook.
You know what I'm saying?
Like was
Y'all still better keep numbers together.
I think we should
You know, on Sundays the city sing, watching Drew Brees.